Iceland just announced that every Icelander over the age of 18 automatically become organ donors with ability to opt out. How do you feel about this? As long as the ability to opt out is easy and evident, I don't care. Edit. Thanks for the upvotes everyone. I really did not expect my opinion to be appreciated by so many people. I did read most of the comments and responded to some. It seems lots of people can't think of a reason to opt out. The only answer I have to that is everyone has their own view on life and may have different views than the majority. You know exactly how Reddit feels about that shit. I've always said that this should be the way. I got an extra 13 years with my dad thanks to someone else's heart. Edit. I'm going to do my best to get back to every responder to this comment. It's almost exactly a year to the day that my dad died, and you've, mostly, all made me tear up with your comments and stories. If you want to be an organ donor, make sure your family knows about it now. Heartless man saves dad's life. As long as I can still taxidermy my body when I'm dead, they can have my organs. My organs are free for all if anyone needs them. Smart idea. If you care enough to not be an organ donor, you can just opt out. This just increases the pool by adding the folk who don't care. I do believe there should be a clause added for those who could not reasonably be asked to give consent in the first place. I don't know, my heart's just not in it. Edit. On a serious note, it's a great idea. There seems to be this weird stigma that people have where they think that if they are an organ donor and the folks see that when trying to save their life, that for whatever reason they'll half-ass it so they can get their organs. I've never understood it, but this seems like a good way to handle that. Let people choose not to be helpful post-mortem instead of them having to choose to be. It's interesting, because this is actually very similar to their state church system. Icelanders are automatically registered as a member of their mother's church upon birth and have to opt out if they don't want to be registered as a church member. My Icelandic friends and I call it Christian by default. Leads to a lot of interesting cultural and religious views of what it means to be religious or not. Most people don't unregister, but just never go to church. And the churches registered with the government still receive money from the state for anyone registered as congregants members. Churches receive roughly $7 per month per registered individual regardless if they regularly attend or not. Only in recent years have people started to actually bother unregistering from their churches. I disagree. Bodily autonomy means the default position should be that you have complete control over your own body, not that it's public property unless you say otherwise. I'm 100% in favor of everyone being an organ donor, but that is a decision that you should opt into, not out of. Edit. A surprisingly large number of you have condescendingly decided that because I don't agree with you, I must be lacking some fundamental understanding about how life works. We've had this in Wales since 2015. I can't remember anyone disagreeing with it. Unpopular opinion, but I do not like it. I am all for organs going to those that need it, and I would hate for organs to decompose and go to waste. But I am very much against the notion that you are automatically subscribed to becoming an organ donor. This would suggest they would have an automatic claim over your body unless you opt out. I principally believe that they do not and should not have any claim to my organs and body unless I willingly opt myself in.